Okay, so good day. Our topic for today is about cryptography and data protection. So the Philippines has made significant progress in strengthening data protection measures, primarily through Data Privacy Act of 2012 or the Republic Act number 10173. This law mandates the protection of personal information collected by both government and private entities. It established the National Privacy Commission to oversee compliance and enforce data protection regulations. With the increasing use of digital platforms in business, government, and education, cryptography has become essential tool in ensuring sensitive information and preventing unauthorized access. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead.
Thank you, Prof. Alright, good evening po ulit. And my topic today is cryptography and data protection. So cryptography and data protection are two interconnected concepts that play a crucial role in safeguarding sensitive information in today's digital world. While cryptography focuses on techniques for secure communication and data storage, data protection encompasses a broader range of practices aimed at protecting data from an unauthorized access, corruption, or loss. Cryptography and data protection is a synergistic relationship. Cryptography and data protection work together to create robust security framework for sensitive information. Cryptography provides the foundational techniques for encrypting and securing data, while data protection encompasses a broader range of practices to ensure data availability, integrity, and confidentiality. As technology continues to evolve and cyber threats become more sophisticated, the importance of both cryptography and data protection will only grow. So we have here um, two fundamentals of cryptography. We have the symmetric encryption and the asymmetric encryption. So we're going to make comparison of both. So let's start with the symmetric key cryptography. We call this as one key for all. It's because symmetric key cryptography is also known as a secret key cryptography. Uses a single key for both encryption and decryption. The sender encrypts the message using this key, and the recipient uses the same key to decrypt it. So these are the key characteristics of symmetric key cryptography. So it has a single key. Both the sender and receiver must have access to the same secret key. It is fast and efficient. Symmetric algorithms are generally faster, and asymmetric algorithms due to their simpler mathematical operations. So the key distribution challenge, it is securely sharing the key between parties is a significant challenge as an interception of key compromises the entire system. So the examples are the Advanced Encryption Standard or the AES, Data Encryption Standard or the DES, Triple DES or 3DES, Blowfish, and Twofish. So this example, there are a response will delve into the world of symmetric key block ciphers, exploring the history, strength, weaknesses, and current relevance of these five prominent algorithms. And this is how it works. So first, a secret key is generated, often using a random number generator. Next, the sender encrypts the message using the secret key and a chosen algorithm. And then the third step is the encrypted message is sent to the recipient. And then the decryption, the recipient uses the same secret key in the same algorithm to decrypt the message. So the application of symmetric key cryptography, we have here the data encryption, securely storing sensitive data such as financial records or personal information. We also have the file encryption, protecting files from unauthorized access, the virtual private networks or the VPN, encrypting data transmitted over public networks, and the secure communication, protecting communication channels with a trusted network. So we have here now the asymmetric key cryptography. Kung si symmetric is a one key for all, si asymmetric naman, it has two key for enhanced security. So asymmetric key cryptography is also known as public key cryptography. It uses a pair of keys, which is a public key for encryption and a private key for decryption. The public key can freely shared while the private key must be kept secret. So these are the key characteristics of asymmetric key cryptography. So each user has a unique public and private key. Anyone with a public key can encrypt a message, but only the holder of the corresponding private key can decrypt it. The public key can be shared without compromising the private key, eliminating the need of secure key exchange. Asymmetric cryptography is used to create digital signatures, which verify the authenticity and integrity of digital documents. For example, the RSA, elliptic curve cryptography, Diffie-Hellman key exchange. So these examples actually response will explore three fundamental concepts in modern cryptography. They are delve in their underlying principles, such as strength, weaknesses, and their respective roles is securing digital communications. So this is how asymmetric key works. It has a pair of keys, which is the public and private, is generated, mathematically linked, but computationally difficult to derive one from the other. The sender encrypts the message using the recipient's public key. The encrypted message is sent to the recipient. And lastly is the recipient uses their private key to decrypt the message. The application of asymmetric key cryptography are the we have here first secure communication, securing web browsing like HTTPS, email encryption, and online transactions. Digital signatures verifying the authenticity of digital documents, ensuring repudiation. The sender cannot deny securely exchanging keys for symmetric encryption algorithms, and securing moment, cryptocurrencies, securing transactions, and managing digital wallets, like um, what do you call that? Maya, something like that. Gcash. All right. Choosing the right encryption method. So this is very important that we are choosing the right encryption method. So choosing between symmetric and asymmetric cryptography depends on the specific security needs of the application. Asymmetric key cryptography is suitable for encrypting large volumes of data quickly, where key distribution can manage securely. Asymmetric key cryptography is ideal for secure communication, digital signatures, and scenarios where key distribution is concerned. Often a hybrid approach is used, combining the strength of both methods. For example, the SSL, TLS protocols use a asymmetric cryptography for secure key exchange and then switch to symmetric cryptography for efficient data encryption. You can set an example, the online banking, where bank is actually doing a verification. So they are, looking for, like, for example, verifying the authenticity by signatures of the cardholders. So there. The comparison of both are symmetric key. While symmetric key has a single key for encryption and decryption, asymmetric key is a public key for has a pair of key, where public key for encryption and private key for decryption. So symmetric is faster, while the asymmetric key is slower. Symmetric key requires secure key exchange, while asymmetric key is the public key can freely shared. The symmetric key is vulnerable, while asymmetric key is more secure as the private key is never shared. So those are the comparison of the two. In both asymmetric and symmetric cryptography, these two play crucial roles in securing digital information. Understanding their fundamental differences and applications is essential for choosing the appropriate encryption method to protect sensitive data in today's digital world. So, my next topic is the encryption standards, the AES, RSA, ECC, SHA. Let's start with the AES. AES, or the Advanced Encryption Standard, type is symmetric key encryption algorithm. How it works: uses a single secret key to encrypt and decrypt data. The key sizes is 128, 162, or 256 bits. Larger keys provide greater security. The strength is considered very secure, widely adopted, and commonly used for data encryption at rest and in transit. Applications: secure communication, file encryption, disk encryption, and protecting data stored on servers. RSA, RSA, or the reverse Schemmer Adelman. This one, the type of RSA is asymmetric key encryption algorithm. So this one uses a pair of keys, which is a public key for encryption and a private key for decryption. The strength of RSA is it's secure but slower than AES due to its complex mathematical operations. The applications of RSA is secure communication, DLS, SSL, digital signatures, and key exchange for symmetric encryption. The ECC, or the elliptic curve cryptography, the type of ECC is asymmetric key encryption algorithm. So it uses elliptic curves to perform cryptographic operations. The strength is it offers similar security to RSA but smaller key sizes, making it more efficient for resource constrained devices. The application is it's secure communication. It has a secure communication, digital signatures, and key exchange. While the SHA, or the secure hash algorithm, the type of SHA is hashing algorithm, not encryption. So, how it works, it generates a fixed length hash or fingerprint of data. The hash is unique to data, making it possible to reverse engineer the original data from the hash. The version of SHA is we have here SHA1, the bracated due to vulnerabilities, SHA2, SHA256, SHA512, and SHA3. The strength of SHA, it provides data integrity, verification, and digital signatures. The applications of SHA is verifying data integrity, password hashing, and digital signatures. So the key differences and applications, for encryption, AES and RSA are used for encrypting data, making it unreadable without the correct key. While on hashing, SHA is used to create unique fingerprint of data, ensuring its integrity and authenticity. For key management, we have the AES, um, requires a secure key exchange, while RSA allows for public key distribution, simplifying key management. On speed, we have here the AES is generally faster than RSA and ECC, making it suitable for large data encryption. The key sizes, ECC uses smaller key sizes than RSA for comparable security, making it more efficient for mobile devices, embedded system. Eh, Choosing the right standard, choosing or the choice of encryption standard depends on the specific security requirements of applications. We have the AES. This one is ideal for encrypting large volumes of um, data quickly, where key management is secure. RSA, this one is suitable for secure communication, digital signatures, and scenarios where distribution is concerned, like banking. ECC, a good choice for constrained devices such as mobile phones, embedded systems, where smaller keys are advantageous. SHA, essential for data integration, verification in digital signatures. Understanding the fundamental differences and applications of this encryption standard is very crucial for implementing robust security measures in various applications. By choosing the appropriate standard based on specific needs, we can secure the confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of sensitive information in today's digital world. So I have another topic here. I actually have five topics, so we are down to the third topic. So public key infrastructure, or PKI, and digital certificates. See, 10. Okay. So we have here the public key infrastructure, or the PKI. Um, PKI is a framework that provides a secure foundation for managing and verifying digital identities using asymmetric cryptography. It establishes trust and authenticity in digital communications by binding public keys to specific entities, such as individuals, organizations, or devices. The key components of PKI, we have the certificate authority, a trusted entity responsible for issuing, managing, and revoking digital certificates. CAs act as the root of trust in the PKI system, verifying the identity of certificate applicants and ensuring the validity of certificates. Registration authority, or the RA, an optional component that assists CAs in verifying the identity of certificate applicants. RAs may handle initial identity checks and collect necessary information before forwarding application to the CA for certificate issuance. Certificate database. This is a repository that stores information about issued certificate, including their status, validity period, and associated public keys. This database is crucial for verifying the authenticity of certificates and detecting revoked certificates. Certificate Management System, or the CMS, is a set of protocols and tools for managing the life cycle of digital certificates, including issuance, renewal, revocation, and distribution. CMS ensures the efficient and secure operation of PKI system. Um, Certificate policy, yeah, a set of rules and guidelines that define the purpose, usage, and security requirements for certificates within specific PKI. Ensures consistency and trust within the PKI. This is how PKI works. So first, certificate request. The entity, individual organizations or device requests digital certificate from ACA or RA. Next, identity verification. The CA and RA verifies the identity of the applicant through various methods, such as a document checks, background checks, or online authentication. Certificate issuance. If the verification is successful, the CA issues a digital certificate containing the applicant's public key and other identifying information. Certificate distribution: the certificate is distributed to the applicant and can be shared with other entities for authentication and encryption purposes. And lastly, the certificate validation. When an entity receives a certificate, it can verify its authenticity by checking the CA digital signature and ensuring the digital is not revoked. We can set an example of this when we are, we get locked out on our accounts like email, Facebook, or other platforms that we have to call that reset our password. So we have to undergo these steps for us to proceed with resetting our password, something like that. Uh, Digital certificates. Digital certificates are electronic documents that bind a public key to a specific entity. They act as digital passports, providing proof of identity and enabling secure communication and data exchange. Okay. Key components of digital certificates. We have here the public key, the recipient's public key, which can be used to encrypt messages or verify digital signatures. Certificate holder information. This one details about the entity that owns the certificate, such as name, organization, and contact information. Issuer information. Information about the CA that issued the certificate, including its name and digital signature. Validity period, a time frame during which the certificate is valid. And then lastly, the digital signature, a cryptographic signature from the CA, ensuring authenticity and integrity of the certificate. We can set an example of this, like your banking or your bank's digital certificate. Your bank has obtained a digital certificate from a trusted certificate authority or the CA. This certificate act like a digital password, providing their identity and associating their public key with their website. Mhm. Okay. We have here the types of digital certificates. So the SSL, TLS certificates used to secure web communication. HTTPS is an example, verifying the identity of websites and encrypting data transmitted between browser and servers. To make it secure, we use HTTP with an S, means secure. Code signing certificates used to verify the authenticity of software and ensure that it has not been tampered with. Email certificates used to secure email communication, providing digital signatures for verifying sender authenticity and encrypting email content. Client certificates used to authenticate users accessing secure system or networks, providing a higher level of security than traditional username password authentication. Mhm. Okay. Right. So the benefits of digital certificates: for authentication, it verifies the identity of entities involved in digital transactions, ensuring authenticity and trust. For encryption, it enables secure communication and data exchange by encrypting sensitive information using public key cryptography. For non repudiation, it provides a proof of origin for digital documents and transactions, preventing parties from denying their involvement. And lastly, For the integrity, um, it ensures that data has not been tampered with during the transmission or storage. So, um, PKI and digital certificates are essential for establishing trust and security in the digital world. They provide a robust framework for managing digital identities, securing communication channels, and protecting sensitive data. So, understanding their principles and applications is crucial for individuals and organizations seeking to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of their digital assets. So, we have here my fourth topic, secure hashing and message integrity techniques. Right. So for secure hashing and message integrity techniques, it's essential for ensuring the authenticity and reliability of digital data in where information can be easily copied, modified, or intercepted. These techniques provide a way to verify that data has not been tampered with and that it is originated from a trusted source. So, secure hashing is a cryptographic process that uses a hash function to generate a unique fixed length fingerprint of a piece of data. This fingerprint, called a hash value or message digest, is virtually impossible to reverse engineer back to the original data. So, the key properties of secure hash functions, we have here the one way. It's easy to calculate the hash value from the original data, but extremely difficult to reverse the process and derive the original data from the hash value. For deterministic, it has the same input data will always produce the same hash value. For the avalanche effect, it is even a small change in the input data will result in a drastically different hash value. For collision resistance, it's extremely unlikely that two different inputs will produce the same hash value. The applications of secure hashing, we have here the password hashing. Instead of storing password directly, systems store their hash values, making it much harder for attackers to steal passwords, even if they gain access to database. I know that you all know what hashing is. So we have here second, data integrity verification. By comparing the hash value of a file or message with previously stored hash, you can verify that the data has not been altered. Lastly, we have the digital signatures. Hash values are used to create digital signatures, which provide authentication and non repudiation for digital documentation. So, common secure hash algorithms. Okay. SHA-1, an older algorithm that is now considered insecure due to discovered vulnerabilities. While SH2, this one is a family of more robust algorithms, including SHA 256, SHA 512, which are widely used today. Um, for SHA 3, this one is a newer algorithm designed to be more secure than SHA 1 and SHA 2. Okay. Message integrity techniques. Message integrity refers to the ability to ensure that a message received is exactly the same as the message that was sent, without any modifications or alterations in transit. This is crucial for secure communication, especially when transmitting sensitive data. Techniques and ensuring message integrity. We have here the hash based message authentication codes, or the HMACs. HMACs combine a secret key with the message before hashing, making it much harder for attackers to forge a valid message. We also have here the digital signatures. Digital signatures use a private key to encrypt the hash value of message, providing the authentication and non-repudiation. We have the checksums are simpler than hash functions and calculate a value based on the data. While less um, s- while less secure than hash functions, they can still be used to detect accidental data corruption. Okay. So this is how message integrity works. First, the sender calculates the hash value of the message. Second, the sender appends the hash value to the message. For transmission, the message and its hash value are transmitted to the receiver, and then the receiver calculates the hash value of the received message. And then for the verification, the receiver compares calculated hash value with the received hash value. If they match, the message is considered authentic and unaltered. Um, Example of this is, imagine you are um, sending confidential file to your colleague or classmates or to someone. You can use a secure hash algorithm like the one I mentioned earlier, the SHA 256. So with this hash algorithm, it can we can generate a hash value for the file. You then append this hash value to the file before sending it. So your colleague can then calculate the hash value of the received files or the received file, and it you can compare it to the received hashed value. If the value match, they can be confident that the file has not been tampered, and um, yeah, it was not been tampered during the transmission. So for securing hashing and message integrity techniques, these are fundamental building blocks for securing communication and data protection. By using these techniques, we can ensure the yeah the authenticity, integrity, and reliability of the digital information, safeguarding it from unauthorized modifications and ensuring trust in this digital world. Okay, let me see. This is my last topic: data at rest versus data in transit security. So, at data at rest, it refers to data that is stored on a device or in a store system and is not actively being accessed or transmitted. This includes data stored on hard drives, servers, databases, cloud storage, backup tapes, and other storage media. The security challenges for data at rest, we have here the unauthorized access. Data at rest can be vulnerable to unauthorized access if the storage system is not adequately secured. This could involve physical theft of storage devices, hacking into servers, or exploiting vulnerabilities in the storage system itself. We also have here the data corruption. Data at rest can be corrupted due to hardware failures, software bugs, or malicious attacks. This can lead to data loss or make it difficult to recover the data. Inside threats, we have here employees with access to sensitive data could potentially misuse or steal it. Security measures of data at rest. We have here the encryption. Encrypting data at rest is most effective way to protect it from unauthorized access. Encryption converts data into an unreadable format, making it useless to anyone without the decryption key. Next, we have the access control. Implementing strong access control measures ensures that only authorized users can use access or can access sensitive data. This can involve using user authentication, role-based access control or the RBAC, and other security measures. Next, we have the physical security. This one measures are essential for protecting storage devices from the theft or damage. This could include secure storage facilities, access control systems, and surveillance. Lastly, we have the data backup and recovery. Regularly backing up and having a robust recovery plan is crucial for mitigating data loss due to corruption or disaster, you cannot control. So in data transit refers to data that is being transmitted between two or more locations, such as over a network, the internet, or wireless connections. This includes data sent via email, file transfers, web browsing, and other communication channels. Um, Security challenges for data in transit. We have the eavesdropping. Data in transit can be intercepted by unauthorized parties who are listening on the network. This could involve packet sniffing, man in the middle attacks, or other eavesdropping techniques. The maritas, what we call. So we also have here data tampering. Data in transit can be altered or manipulated by attackers, compromising its integrity and potentially leading to data breaches or fraud. Unsecure networks. Data transmitted over public networks, such as the internet, is inherited more vulnerable to attacks than data transmitted over private networks. We can set an example of this, the public Wi-Fi on or in the mall. So let's avoid that. And yeah, I'm down to my last page. Secure measures for data in transit. Encryption. For encryption, encrypting data in transit is essential for protecting it from eavesdropping and tampering. Common encryption protocols include SSL, TLS for web traffic, SSH for remote access, and VPNs for secure connections. We also have here secure communication protocols. Using secure communication protocols such as HTTPS, SFTP, and SCP ensures that data is encrypted and authenticated during transmission. We also have the network segmentation. Dividing a network into smaller segments can limit the impact of a security breach by preventing attackers from accessing sensitive data on other segments. And lastly, data loss prevention, DLP. These solutions can monitor and control the flow of sensitive data, preventing unauthorized data transfers and leaks. So the key differences between data at rest and data in transit security, both data at rest and data in transit secure robust security measures to protect sensitive information. By implementing appropriate security controls for each state of data, organization can significantly reduce the risk of data breaches and ensures the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of their critical assets. It is also important to note that a comprehensive data security strategy should address both data at rest and data in transit security, as well as data in use, to achieve, holistic approach to protecting sensitive information. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you so much for listening and have a great evening.
Okay. As our presenter mentioned, cryptography plays an important role in ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of data in the country, especially. Various industries, such as finance, healthcare, and e-commerce, rely on encryption to protect user transaction and communication. So the Bangko Sentral of the Philippines, for instance, requires banks, and financial institution to implement a strong encryption protocols to secure online banking and digital payment systems. Failure to do so can result in hefty penalties and reputational damage. One of the key concern in data protection is the prevalence of cyber threats and data breaches. The Philippines has seen numerous cases of hacking and unauthorized data access, affecting government agencies, businesses, and even individual users. COMELEC, the COMELEC breach in 2016, known as COMELEC, yung LEC na, exposed the personal data of a million of voters, highlighting the need for stronger cybersecurity measures, including robust encryption methods. Despite efforts to improve digital security, many organizations still struggle, with proper implementation of crypto or cryptographic techniques. And at the same time, the rise of cloud computing and digital transformation in our country further emphasizes the need for cryptographic solutions. So businesses and government agencies are increasingly storing data in the cloud, making encryption a necessity for securing file and preventing unauthorized access. So the Department of Information and Communication Technology has issued guidelines encouraging the adoption of encryption standard for to protect government data from cyber threats. Latest pa lang yung news, I don't know if you're still aware, that our president announced, the resignation or even accept the resignation of our DICT Secretary Ivan Januy, as of today, March 6, as confirmed by the PCO Undersecretary and Palace Press Officers Attorney Claire Castro. So an officer in charge will be designated to lead the department until the president appoints a new secretary. So napaka-latest po ng ating informations with regards to that. So while the adoption of cryptography is growing, challenges remain in terms of compliance, awareness, and technical expertise. Many small and medium enterprises lack the knowledge and resources to implement proper encryption measures. Medyo magastos kasi. So the National Privacy Commission has been conducting privacy awareness campaigns and compliance audits to ensure that businesses adhere to data protection regulations. No? However, syempre, more efforts are needed to train IT professionals, especially in our country, and enforce stricter security policies. The Philippines is also keeping pace with international standards on data protection. The country aligns its policies with frameworks such as the General Data Protection Regulation or the GDPR of the European Union, especially for business that handle data of foreign customers. So international cooperation is essential in addressing a cross-border data security issues, particularly in the business process outsourcing or the BPO industry. I think and I believe that somebody here are working in the BPO industry, which handle vast amounts of sensitive client data from around the world. So emerging technologies such as blockchain and quantum computing are expected to impact cryptography and data protection in the Philippines because as far as I know, blockchain technology with its decentralized encryption methods is gaining interest in sectors like finance, supply chain, and healthcare. Meanwhile, the potential threats posed by quantum computing to traditional encryption methods call for continuous research and innovation in cryptographic techniques. Moving forward, the Philippine government, private sector, and academic institutions must collaborate to strengthen cryptographic standards and cybersecurity policies. No? Investing in cybersecurity training, advanced encryption technologies, and stricter regulatory enforcement will help mitigate data protection risks. As digital transformation accelerates, a protective approach to cryptography will be crucial in safeguarding sensitive information and maintaining the public trust in digital services.